How can I use depth of field to capture stunning hiking landscapes? Imagine standing on a mountain trail, the wind gently rustling the trees, and your camera ready to capture the scene. How do you make sure every part of that view looks sharp and inviting? That's where understanding depth of field comes into play. Depth of field is the part of your photo that appears in focus, from the closest object to the farthest point. When photographing hiking landscapes, controlling this helps you guide viewers' eyes and show off the scene's full beauty or highlight a specific detail. There are two main types of depth of field to consider. Deep depth of field keeps almost everything in focus, from the rocks in the foreground to distant mountain peaks. This is perfect for wide views on hikes like the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Crest Trail, where you want to show the entire scene clearly. To get this effect, use a small aperture, like f11 or f16. This narrows the lens opening and increases the sharpness range. Focus about 1/3 into your scene, which is often the hyperfocal distance, to maximize focus from near to far. Using a wide-angle lens, such as a 10 to 35 mm, helps include more of the landscape naturally. A tripod is your best friend here. It keeps the camera steady during longer exposures, especially in low-light conditions, so your images stay crisp. When using a tripod, turn off vibration reduction features to prevent any softening of the photo. Sometimes, even with a small aperture, you might find parts of the scene aren't sharp enough. In that case, focus stacking can help. Take multiple shots focused at different distances, and blend them in editing to get everything sharp from the foreground to the background. Be cautious about going too small with your aperture. Using very small openings like f22 can cause diffraction, softening your image. The sweet spot for sharpness is usually around f8 to f16, depending on your lens. If you want to add a creative touch, try shallow depth of field by opening your lens wide, like at f to 0.8 or f for 0.6, and focusing on a close subject such as a flower or a trail sign. This makes the background blur softly, drawing attention to your subject and adding depth to your shot. In the end, for capturing breathtaking hiking landscapes, use a small aperture and focus near the hyperfocal distance for maximum clarity. Use a tripod to keep everything sharp and consider focus stacking for extreme detail. Wide-angle lenses are great for wide vistas, and don't be afraid to experiment with shallow focus to highlight specific elements. These techniques will help you create photos that truly showcase the scale and beauty of your favorite trails and destinations.